Ahead on TV News 20 at 2, infant mortality rate in Tallahassee increases within the past few years. Leon County HIV patients are on a waiting list that may determine their life or death. Also, the FCAT testing is going under revisions, and Florida A&M baseball team defeats Jacksonville for the first time since 2003. TV News at 2 starts now.
From the highest of 7 hills in Florida's capital city, covering every corner of the Big Bend, this is the award-winning News 20 at 5, live.
According to 2007 estimates by the CIA, the country's black rate is higher than the overall infant mortality rate of places such as Moldova, the poorest nation in Europe.
What actually causes infant mortality is a lack of knowledge. A lot of women are not familiar with folic acid, which is a vitamin B supplement that they should take on a daily basis, whether they're not pregnant or whether they are pregnant.
Leon County's black infant mortality rate ranks 47th among Florida's 67 counties. Its white infant mortality rate ranks 19th. Working to decrease this number is becoming a joint effort between families and the healthcare system. Thousands of families have been affected by infant mortality in the Tallahassee community. Thankfully, there are organizations working to change this. For FAMI TV News, I'm Alexandria Collins.
Experts say smoking, drinking, alcohol, and overeating has caused problems for childbearing, resulting in infant mortality. More than 31 Leon County residents and more than 4,000 statewide are on Florida's AIDS Drug Assistance Program waiting list to receive life-saving medication for HIV/AIDS. For thousands of Tallahassee HIV patients, being on a waiting list could be a life or death situation. Bria Bennett shares more with us.
Patients are still anxiously waiting as charitable funds roll in so they can receive their medication and be removed from the ADAP waiting list. As HIV/AIDS is one of the many problems in Florida, Leon County has made a slow turnaround as Big Bend Cares employee Melissa Walton explains how the center is trying to solve this major problem.
Clients are not going without meds. It's like a Band-Aid right now with the patient assistance programs because they can't do that forever. However, we have seen, 3,000 people come off of the waiting list.
Those waiting on medication, this could be a life or death situation. Although the ADAP program has swelled as a result of a wilting economy, the Bond Community Center is working with pharmaceutical companies and struggling patients. Florida has one of the largest waiting lists in America. The major concern of those living with HIV/AIDS is receiving their medication from public health programs such as ADAP. For those Leon County residents, a small progress has been made. However, more work has to be done for those patients waiting for their medication. This is Bria Bennett reporting News 20 at 5.
Florida has had the longest waiting list in the nation with 4,098 people. The state is currently working with local health departments to reduce the waiting list by 1,500 residents statewide. The state of Florida plans to part ways from the Florida Comprehensive Assessment Test. The state has approved a $220 million 6-year contract to develop and administer the new test. Florida Department of Education Director of Communications Joe Farlick says the new test will be a big test measuring students' academics.
Students will be better prepared for the future. They will be graded on these tests on their ability to critically think and analyze and to explain how they arrived at answers rather than just rote memorization. There'll be fewer multiple choice questions, just coloring in A, B, C, or D. There'll be more opportunities for them to demonstrate how they arrived at answers and how they processed the questions and how they think.
The new test is causing controversy with teachers, parents, and lawmakers. Parent Donald Brown says the tests are biased towards certain racial backgrounds.
My opinions on the FCAT are, there are pros and cons with everything. As far as taking the FCAT, it does prepare individuals for standardized tests like the ACT and the SAT. But as far as what it is biased towards certain racial backgrounds.
The test ranges from easier multiple choice problems to complicated multi-step ones, which students may earn partial credit. The new test will take place spring 2015. Stick around because we have more news next on TV 20 at 2. We'll be right back.